The British government have sent the UK Border Force officials to France to sort out the illegal migrant crisis. But there is a problem with the whole idea. Yep, it's now technically the first week of January in 2023, and there are some new problems for this country. Now, the new agreement between the French and the Brits, the governments, that was all about getting the border force to go to France and Calais and all those places to help, to cooperate, to work together with the French comrades and everybody to sort it out. Well, we found out that what they're actually doing is not really that useful, because we've sent our UK Border Force officials, those who are not on strike, and you know what they're doing there? I thought that there's going to be some sort of cooperation, some sort of active, like in action properly. No. They're simply there to observe. Observe. Okay, all this extra money that we sent to the French, and the extra money that we are spending on our own officials to go there, because of course there's a cost to it when it comes to a taxpayer, there is not really a proper plan, clearly, because this is the statement that we received from the Home Office on this matter. Our work with the French is vital to tackling the unacceptable rise in dangerous channel crossings, and we are committed to building on our close cooperation to date. The new agreement will significantly increase the number of French... Hang on. So sending our people there is going to help increase the French patrolling the beaches. So that's the line. And they say that they have to ensure that the UK and French officers are working together, hand in hand, to stop the people smugglers. We get the whole narrative. That we've heard this before. These sort of statements happened before. But I'm not really sure exactly. I fully agree that you do have to work together. I fully agree that part of the problem is the fact that the UK government and the French government have not been actually working together, mainly because the French didn't want it. Or maybe they said they wanted it. They said it, right? Macron said, hey, we are friends and allies. But when it comes to real action, we saw the exact opposite. They did some PR stunt, publicity stunt a couple of times when in France, and on a very quiet beach near Calais, for example, there was a dinghy being prepared to depart, and a few migrants, and there were a couple of French officers. Somehow there happened to be a camera on that quiet beach that early morning, and they filmed the French officers destroying the dinghy and chasing the migrants. What a coincidence. But that doesn't happen often, does it? It only happened when there was a camera around. So we know exactly what they haven't been doing. But now we have to send more money and more of our people to get them to patrol their beaches. I don't understand. Because they're not just doing a favor for us. These people are criminals, and the people smugglers. They should be patrolling the beaches so they could be arresting them. So don't see it as, well, why are we demanding the French to do our job? It should be their job, because it's their country as well. If criminals are walking around beaches, you need to go and arrest them. That's common sense, but common sense doesn't exist in modern politics. Now, the situation in 2022, the latest number, the official final number that we've got was 45,756 migrants who crossed the channel to the UK in 2022. And I feel like that can't be fully accurate. I don't know, because some of the migrants came and there was no RNLI or border force to essentially patrol them, to bring them into Kent. So some of them just were lost in the system. So I think that number is probably even higher. But it's literally the first week of January. We're only days into 2023. And we've already seen a new migrant wave, despite the fact that the weather is relatively cold. The fact that it's technically winter time, and they told us in the past that, well, that's the quiet time. Nothing's going to happen. Well, the last 2-3 years hasn't been like that, has it? Because they keep coming. And we don't know exactly what we are going to be doing as government, not people. Because eventually you're going to run out of hotels, and you're going to run out of caravan sites or whatever they were going to be using next. And then they're going to be using, churches? Are they going to take over churches next? and they're going to be taking over all the other centers and everything else, community centers, and at some point just create some sort of camp. It's just embarrassing why we can't protect our own borders. But it is what it is, unfortunately. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back in half an hour. I'm Maya Tousi, and we are the media.